Good morning. My name is called Okaulo Nathan from Success Strategies Africa. Success Strategies Africa is an online academy. It's a business academy which is focusing on empowering, transforming, and bringing opportunities down to the youth, to the SMEs like small medium enterprises that are facing several challenges. So we're reaching out to these SMEs directly to make sure that we mentor them, we expose them to the market, to the investors, and to the international and the community out there, so that they are able to grow and excel in their business and create more opportunities for other entrepreneurs. So today I am at the Ghetto Research Hub lab in Kamwokya, and we shall be talking to one of the CEO who has found has a very brilliant ideas that we really want to take this opportunity to inspire other entrepreneurs, then also to create more opportunities for him and to understand what he's doing and why he's doing so. Thank you. Tell us more about the Ghetto Lab.
Mujuzi Patrick.
Yes.
My name's. I'm a professional teacher with an experience of over 13 years.
Yes, sir.
Although I'm not teaching the class, I'm teaching the Ghetto community. The founder and the team leader, Ghetto Research Lab, Kamwokya.
Yeah.
And we are dealing in a number of things, but specifically we are majoring in environment focus for sustainability.
Yes. We are focusing on the environment, obviously. I should start by asking you what are you doing to the environment exactly, to make sure that the environment is a better place and a livable place for everyone? You could tell the world out there.
At the diseases that arise in the slums,
yeah,
where I am,
yes,
you find that they are all linked to our habits in littering, a lot of waste we put, we don't mind where they are, whether they are in trenches, When you look at the floods that are happening in the ghetto,
yes,
you find that the trenches are there, or the drainage system are there, but they have been blocked by much of the plastics and other waste materials.
Yes.
So it is from this background that we started the Ghetto Research Lab specifically to
yes,
change these problems into challenges.
Yes.
I mean into solutions.
So basically what you're trying to tell us is that you are really reusing the plastic materials so that to avoid the increase of waste.
Yeah.
You're trying to do waste management.
We are so much in utilizing the would-be waste, and of less importance to the many people, and change them to turn them to something that is beneficial. Then we sell it to
the people, actually reusing these waste materials.
Yes.
I wanted to ask you a question. What inspired you to do what you are doing today, and why are you doing this?
Environment degradation in the communities of the slums,
yes,
around Kampala, which I think is the same case around Kibera, around every other ghetto in the world.
Yes.
Environmental concern is the major factor that influenced me. Of course, there are other related problems like unemployment,
With Mr. Patrick, this is a gentleman who is trying to think beyond the tide, This is a gentleman who is reusing the plastics and any kind of waste, and to reuse it to conserve the environment, This is trying to eradicate pollution, etc., the environmental challenges. So, Mr. Patrick, I want really to ask you a question. Was there a mentor who had a big impact on you, who inspired you to do what you're doing today?
The mentor, I can say, is the environment itself.
Yes.
The environment became the mentor. I did not look at anyone around the world. I did not admire anyone, because by then even I didn't have the phone to connect to the world, that internet to connect to the world, because I started this thing 10 years ago.
Yes.
Yeah. So the problems that I saw around the community I was living inspired me, motivated me, gave me reasons as to why I should start. They gave me, reasons as to why I should now call.
How many people are participating in this?
A lot of people.
A lot of people.
a lot of people in different categories. We have full-time workers around here,
Yes.
around 25.
Yes, that
Around 25, and the women and girls are the majority. They are making 65% of the full-time workers.
Yeah.
Another big, I should not say non-perspective, but how do we call it? For them, they come and work whenever we call them.
Yes.
So we've trained a number of women, over 500 women.
Yes.
And they're the ones that we work with to collect plastic,
Yes.
to sort and pack, then we buy from them.
Yes.
What is our task? For us, we look for someone who can fund, who can facilitate a toilet
Yes.
where it has not been. Then we bring the community women, the unemployed, vulnerable women.
Yes.
We train them how our innovation works.
Yes.
Then we send them to the diaspora around our community.
Yes.
They collect, pack, and sell to us.
I want to ask you, Mr. Patrick, first of all, to give us more details about this product and what is it used for, and how can it control environmental.
So we have some materials, some content inside.
Yes.
We have this plastic outside.
Yes.
This is a bottle brick. As you can see, it is labeled IEC. This is a company that sells water around Uganda.
Yes.
It is a very big company and it has made a lot of profits.
Yes.
However, I don't know the plans they have for the bottles that are littered outside there after being used.
Yes.
Because according to what I see, many bottles are littered. And
Yes.
because problems here. So what contains here is polythene bags. We
Yes.
have polythene bags from 200 to 250, depending on the gauge of the polythene, because polythenes have different pH and gauges, you know.
Yes.
So we get the littered plastics and fix in here,
Yes.
form a tough brick for construction. Then we look for an area that requires a toilet, and we use these bottles as bricks so to construct toilets. So we have a big traction in this project. Together with some help, managed to set up 5 toilets, public toilets,
Yes.
worth billions and billions of plastics.
Yes.
For instance, we have at a school called Good Samaritan Orphanage School, we constructed a 50,000 bottle brick toilet
Yes.
for an orphanage school that was going to be closed very soon because they didn't have a toilet. It's an environmental kind of, sensitization and initiative.
And conservation.
And conservation.
Yeah.
Then the other opportunity in it is creating jobs. We have over 500 women that have are dealing in this.
Yes.
So far, we are planning to construct another first ever eco diaper toilet.
Yes.
For the children. It will be the first in the world.
Yeah.
And we are the first to come up with this innovation. Around the world, many people have used bottles and they have built skyscrapers.
Yes.
But they put soil, they put water, they put sand, It is only Ghetto Research Lab that came up with this innovation, but it's benefiting the people over the world.
Yeah.
Many people are copying it and they're trying to make things happen.
So what are you looking still out there to improve this technology, to make sure that it can be used to the international standards? What are you looking for? Is it more information? Is it more money? Is it the resources? What are you looking out there in the outside world?
I want the outside world to know that this project is a bigger stake if we're to conserve our environment. So we want to scale this project all over East Africa and maybe Africa at large in future. So in Uganda, we have so far constructed 5 toilets. How about if we construct 50 toilets? How about if we can put 500 toilets in Uganda and we put 500 in Kenya, where,
Yes.
At the end of the day, you find that we have helped to promote hygiene in those vulnerable communities, because when we're constructing, we are targeting our toilets, we target them where they are necessary, where they are needed,
Yes.
the vulnerable communities, especially the slum communities.
I continue by asking you, what else do you make apart from these polythene bags? Because I see the pavers, and how do you make these pavers? What else do you yeah.
So the other thing we do, we have the brick.
Yes, the brick.
This one contains 10 kilograms
Yeah.
of plastic melted
Yes.
to form one tough brick. There's no cement added. The plastic makes us acts as the binder once it is melted.
Yes.
So we've put some percentage of sand some small percentage of sand, maybe like 20% is sand.
Yes.
You know, so you will never break this. Even if I give you an axe, you will never break this brick.
So it's durable.
It's very durable. It's light when you compare it to the concrete brick. So
yes.
it can be. It is portable. It can be even exported. You know?
Yes.
Then the other thing, it doesn't have anything to do with weather effect.
Yes.
It is not affected by weather. In other words, all climate conditions.
Yes.
500 years to come, it will be there.
It will still be there.
So instead of littering the plastic, why don't we collect them and make use of such a thing?
So what are you looking at? Are you looking at something out there, either from the government or international organization, or from any well-wisher to improve on this technology? What is the challenges you are having? And what do you want, what's your vision on these products? What do you want them to be in the next? And which support are you looking out there? Is it the market or how do you sell them? I would first of all want to know how you want to improve this to be it better, you know, because construction keeps on improving. Mm-hmm. So what are you looking at outside there?
Just like this one.
Yes.
Before I get to there, this is another paver.
Yes.
This is a plastic paver. Also 10 kilograms of plastic are melted.
Yes.
And we add 60% is plastic and 40% is sand. That's why it is a bit heavier.
Yeah.
To make it tough. You know why? Because we don't want people to slide when they are walking on our pavers.
Yes.
So we sell them to these companies that are causing the plastics.
Yes.
Yeah, that is the task. So what we want the government and the whole world out there to see and help us with could be we are doing this manually. We are making the pavers by the use of our hands.
Yes.
You know? We are burning instead of melting.
Yes.
You know, when you burn, emulsion is also go up and they destroy the ozone layer.
Yes.
And you get bad effects again. It's as if you're half solving the problem, half creating a problem.
Yeah.
So when you melt, you know, there's no gases out there that would arise up, you know.
Yes.
So what we want is a machine that can melt instead of the one that we've locally made from our technology department.
Yes.
That locally burns.
Yes.
You know, we want a big machine that can make around 500 to 1,000 pavers or bricks a day.
Yes.
So that we can collect, we can involve all the plastic collectors in our community and even the neighboring communities, so we can buy that plastic and make business out of it.
Do you also feel like you need more information to make more better things outside this? Do you welcome people that will want to share more knowledge to improve on the product?
Yeah, many institutions out there around the world are making better pavers than we are making here. So if we get that chance, I would love to interact with them, direct, and we share more ideas of how I can improve or we can improve on our products in plastic upcycling management. Remember, this is not recycling, it's upcycling.
It's upcycling.
Yeah, once you recycle, you take and then they bring back another bottle, it falls like that.
Yes.
It brings a less solution. We are more of upcycling. That once we get this plastic out, we make a use of it, never to go back.
Will you be willing to go and teach or educate with your team these other technologies outside Uganda so that we conserve the environment? Because the environment is a global threat. Willing to go and teach, empower other women?
Of course, I can't wait. I can't wait. My passion and my vision, bigger vision, is to move around the world, especially in those vulnerable countries, vulnerable areas, you know, that need my help. You know, I want to move out and to all African countries and teach the rest of unemployed youths how we can turn the challenges to solutions instead of yearning for the governments for helping us all the time. You know?
Yeah. To the world there, I'm with Patrick, CEO of Ghetto Research Lab. This is a very good gentleman who is really thinking instead of just seeing pollution, waste littering everywhere in the world. This is a man who is thinking beyond the tide to make sure that he does something to the environment. And he's making these very beautiful pavers and so many other things. The bricks and the bags is actually recycling and reusing the plastics. So Mr. Patrick, I want to ask you, what are your top success secrets that others can follow?
Believing in myself could be my top success secret, because you know what? Once I get something in my mind, I use the cognitive affection, then I implement. I always implement, try to implement, to see what is coming out of my reason and my affection part of it.
Yes.
So whenever I try to do it with passion, I always get a good result.
Yes.
So it is not me that is doing all these wonders around here. We are a very big group, although I'm their team lead.
I also want to thank you for sharing your success secrets with us. And the gentleman has said that you need to believe in yourself and do things out of passion, which I think is very right about it. When you do something that you love, even if the situation goes worse, you will still keep going. And you know, we only fail when we quit. So I'm really impressed with his success secrets, and I would want all our viewers to learn from him. This is someone who is thinking beyond the tide. Mr. Patrick, I want to ask you, what are some of the mistakes that people that you have avoided by yourself, that you have made, and you wouldn't want any other youth entrepreneur or an environmentalist to make, and you wouldn't want them to, you want them to avoid? What are the mistakes that you would want people to avoid out there?
10 years, we've made a number of startups.
Yes.
So we invite these groups from different local communities, and they come here, they learn a project or projects, then they go get some space there in their community and they implement.
Yes.
We help them also to register and become legal.
Yes.
So among some groups, some youths want quick money.
Yes.
And they have engaged in frauds, they have engaged in impersonations. They are trying to acquire funds from those big funders, yet they don't know, they are not in the know of what they're supposed to do when they get the money.
Yes.
So I think the mistake that most youth do is to deserve that quick desire for money.
Yes,
quick. Could be a reason as to why many are messing up, resorting to very bad peer pressures that link them to robbery and prostitution and other things. And then
yes.
the other mistake, I think, is around communication. It may not be with me, it may be with the rest of the youths around.
Yeah.
Very many people make mistakes when communicating,
Yeah.
We don't know how to communicate to who, when, how, why, where, Very many people make mistakes. So very many guys in the ghetto have talents, They have innovation is that once they communicate well with the people, once they know whom to communicate to, whom to interrupt to, where to take where to seek advice, it is very easy for them to come up.
Yeah.
This is one of the things that we are working on as Ghetto Research Lab.
Yeah, to the SMEs out there, I want this just emphasis. The gentleman has said that the desire for quick money, shortcuts are very dangerous. Let us pay keen attention to the information and scale ourselves so that we don't fail. Because if you are not focusing, obviously failure becomes a friend. To the mistakes that you are saying the SMEs should avoid, because we're looking at small, medium enterprises and the youth at large. Do you think the government has done enough to support these activities that you are doing? Or have you even reached out to the government? Because you have told me you are working directly with these non-profit organizations. What about the government itself? Is it doing enough to support these other activities that you are doing here, and what other SMEs are doing? These are the small, medium enterprises.
We have a Ministry of Innovations.
Yes.
In the government, is it Ministry of ICT and Innovations? I don't know. But we have a Department of Innovations in some ministry. But the government is doing a lot, and it has done something. But I may say we need to support the government too. We need to first, the government may not know that someone exists with such an innovation? What
Yeah.
do you want the government to do? So we also need to be supportive to the government to let it know that we are there and we can do some innovations to help them.
Yeah.
It can be another path for the government to realize the potential of its citizens to change the environment and the world at large. We have exhibited our workings with the government exhibition campaigns.
Yes.
We have invited different ministers. They have come here. We have engaged in different workshops.
Yes.
Organized by the government or where the government is part of the organizers. However, little has been achieved from the government to our lab because we have a number of challenges that we need to address if we are to move and even create other labs around the country to solve problems of the prevailing community challenges.
Do you think you need some other person out there to guide the research, the Ghetto Research Lab on how to propose to the government quite well? Maybe you have not given the government very good proposals. Do you need that kind of information or help out there from the community out there, from our viewers?
Yeah. We need big people with big minds. Yes. To connect with small people with big minds, to come up with something and they help us. Maybe somewhere, somehow, we need something lacking that once we address it to the government, they come on board. Yes. So we need such help.
To ask you a question that how can the young people, the SMEs in Uganda and in Africa prepare themselves for success?
Yeah, first, it's a very brilliant question. First of all, I can't use they because I'm part of them.
Oh, yes.
We need first of all to know that we are Africans.
Yes.
Many youths, many people are changing their origin.
Yes.
So once we are Africans, we need to look around our communities. What is that thing that God created that is surrounding you?
Yes, opportunities.
Or what is that opportunity? What is that thing that man created that is causing problem around you?
Yes.
How best can you utilize your mind, your heart,
yes,
and your psychomotor to turn this problem into a solution that can help you and the community at large? Africans need to more believe in themselves.
Believe in themselves, yes.
Be focused all the time.
Yes.
And stick to the focus.
Stick to the focus.
Yeah. Sometimes we are focused and we have a lot of focuses, and at the end of the day, we have nothing to present from our focus. So we have to get focused, be patient, work so hard, and stick to the focus.
Many entrepreneurs are doing business because other people are doing. But let us do things that we love doing. When you have passion toward something, believe me or not, every successful entrepreneur, always that thing, they have succeeded with the things they're passionate about. So Mr. Patrick is saying that let us have a vision, let us have a positive mindset, let us persist. Things may not come in one day in order to prepare ourselves for success. Thank you for sharing. Mr. Patrick, CEO and founder of Ghetto Research Lab, Kamwokya in Kampala. The gentleman is making too many good things, empowering women, empowering vulnerable persons, giving opportunities, and is encouraging them to think beyond the tide. I want just for to show the entire world out there what this gentleman is doing and what they have already done, and we are moving around with him to show us what they're doing and what they have, and to inspire other people. I want you people to see what they're doing so that we get inspired to continue doing what these people are doing, so that more people can come and create jobs for themselves, and learn from Patrick. So we are taking a walk with him and to see these things. Thank you. We start here at the Ghetto Lab for this manure. Let us support them so that they may continue creating employment opportunities to the youth, and then also to empower them, and then also we share the farmers will, because I think this is the best manure we can rely on, So what is here, sir?
there are a lot of things. We have different kind of upcycling.
Yes.
My team is not around because it's a weekend. They have a workshop near there.
Yes.
But some people are trying to cut glass out of the littered
Yes.
wine and glass bottles, you know.
Yes.
So we cut this glass with our simple technology because we don't have those machines that cut it. So we're using our simple innovation that we made here after testing it several times.
Yes.
So we get some, how do they call it? Do you know thinner?
Yes, I know.
So we get that content and we tie this thread, a normal thread on the level where we want to cut.
Yes.
Then we pour that thing, then we light.
Yes. So this
Then
thing
we put in water. All of a sudden it breaks.
Yes.
So we are making glasses out of this in simple terms.
Yes.
But the people who are doing in it are not there.
Yes.
Don't you see some glasses that they have cut their heads? Then after cutting, we kind of wawula. How do we call it? Make sure that the edges are firm. Smoothening, we smoothen and we decorate. We can even draw pictures around here, some art, and we sell them back to the bars, which are littering these glasses.
So these are the plastics for recycling pavers, and
these are the plastics that the women are making. We want to construct a bottle brick toilet for the children.
Yes.
And it's going to be 80% diaper.
Yes.
Yeah, diaper. So we get the littered diaper. Oh, we have a solution to the littered diapers, another innovation.
Yes.
Because all over the world, no one has a solution to the littered diapers.
This is a calling to support Ghetto Lab so that they will improve, so that they do this at a bigger scale. They reach out to many vulnerable people in Uganda, in Africa, so that they get empowered, they get knowledge to earn a living, and I call upon everyone to reach out to support Ghetto Lab. But I think we shall begin with the
There's no maggot. There's none to do with all the infections, the bad infections. So our toilet is another innovation that we have come up with what we call the compost management and compost toilet and compost fertilizer. So our fertilizer begins with the toilet.
Yes.
We have made public toilets around the communities to the disabled. So this toilet uses sawdust.
Yes.
This is sawdust.
Yeah.
That we get from these carpenters.
Yes.
Very cheap, almost for free, And now this sawdust is the source of, it acts as a detergent that kills all the fungal bacteria, all the smell, all the what. So God created these living organisms, the plants, with a lot of millions and millions of nutrients of bacteria that eat on the bad bacteria once exposed outside.
Yeah.
For instance, the bacteria we find here that causing smell, that causing a lot of diseases here, we have Salmonella, we have E. coli, we have very many thousands of bacteria here. But in our toilet, we will never find any live bacteria. If you get a microscope and you test, you will never find it.
Yeah.
Why? Because we have sawdust. So once you are done with everything,
yeah,
you just need to get some bunch of sawdust and make sure you cover your gold. We call it gold.
Yeah.
You don't call it feces, we call it gold. You cover the gold.
Yes.
Once you cover the gold, no smell, no fly, no maggot. Now when the bucket is 3/4, we get it out and we pour it to the compost pile. This is where we add dirty dogs.
Yes.
This is where we add dirty chicken. This is where we add food scrap. Then we keep it safe.
Actually, about waste. Yes, you collect waste and reuse them to make them into fertilizer.
Where now our gold is put when the bucket is 3/4, we put it here. Then also here we don't put any disinfectant.
Yes.
The only thing we use is dry grass, only dry grass. Now dry grass has the normal and good bacteria that sawdust has. As I told you, all plants do have them.
Yes.
So once you put here the grass, you don't need to to cover anything else. So we get the gold, put here, add on the dead dogs if at all they are there, the chicken, you know. Then we get the food scrap, all the biodegradables, and cover it up. Then we get dry grass and cover it up. You will never see any fly, no maggot around, no bad smell, as you can see.
Yeah.
You know, in the evening we always sit here and have fun and we talk business, you know. Yeah. It reaches a year or 10 months. It is all converted to humus, that black soil that I've shown you inside there.
Yes.
It is rich in nitrogen, carbon, phosphates, calcium, and other nutrients that we need. So this is our organic NPK that we make here.
Yes, and I call upon the farmers locally here to reach out to these gentlemen and support them so that they create more jobs.
You will never find anything smelling. You will never. You can't see that this was feces. This was human waste. This was a dead dog. This was food scrap. This was what you will never know.
Yes,
so
true.
It contains a lot of nitrogen. It has calcium. It has carbon. It has phosphates and other nutrients. That once you use it, you don't need any exotic or synthetic fertilizers.
Can you make this fertilizer to farmers at large? And
yesterday we just loaded a full ton. We sold a full ton to Ndege University.
Yes. And then they have the certificate for of attendance in LETGAM, Center for Development and Entrepreneurship. Once more at the Ghetto Lab in Kamwokya, Kampala. And these people are doing genius things. They are collecting fertilizers, they are reusing the waste, they are conserving the environment. Success strategies, because Success Strategies Africa focuses on creating, mentoring, inspiring, and collaborating. Success Strategies Africa has brought a channel where these SMEs meet and discuss about their projects and discuss about opportunities and discuss about the jobs they are having for the youth out there. So Success Strategies Africa will continue bringing you this kind of stories. We welcome everyone to come and collaborate and to reach directly to these people. That's why we found Success Strategies Africa. Thank you.
It is estimated that close to 700 tons of plastics is disposed in Uganda daily, with urban centers accounting for the vast chunk of this waste. In Kampala city alone, 28 tons of garbage is generated monthly, and only 500 tons is collected. The uncollected and poorly disposed trash, including plastics, ends up clogging the sewage systems, and this comes with associated effects on the... And without efforts of proper disposal of plastics and recycling in place, the impact this will have on the environment